What is up, everybody? Arthur here with the random mail haul video. As I got a box in the mail, I got a couple. Opened one already, and then I got the second one, and I was like, this is heavier than what I was expecting. Good old Nate Symmons sent me a little care package, and I decided, why not go live? I haven't done a mail haul video in a while. Usually I go over pickups and stuff during State of the Art, and I was like, let's do something different today. So I get to not have headphones on because I don't have to listen to anybody. And I'm just here to talk to you guys and talk about mail haul pickups and just really have a little quickie, little fun little time. And how's everybody doing? We got Judd in the mix. Nate is here watching. And we got Realm of Toys. What is up, man? Cheers. I know everybody's probably like, man, I'm at work, or they're gonna be watching on replay, and it's like, you stupid ass, you should have been doing this while we're not working so we can watch it, but it is what it is, you know? So hopefully everybody is doing well on Tuesday. Hopefully you guys are ready for State of the Art tomorrow. We're going to be going over awesome figure reveals, but also, the details of the 4,000 subscriber giveaway and the items that you're going to be able to win. So if you're interested in winning some free figures, make sure you tune in and check it out so you can get the details and you don't miss the beat, because it's only going to give you a week to do what you need to do. And then the following week, we draw the winners. So, and thank you, Nate. Thank you on the 4K. Yeah, man. Hopefully one of these days I'll be a big boy and be at the double digits, 10,000 maybe. But just climbing that ladder, doing it. And the community's been great, just grinding it out, man. But having fun nonetheless. And yes, always fun to crack open figures. Crap open figures. Don't crap on your figures, okay? It's a mess. It's stinky. And I'm sure that smell probably be hard to get out of plastic. And the reason I can say that is because this is a little note. This is a little history of when I was a child, okay? So I used to have Legos, right? I had some awesome Legos. I had some of the old Legos, some pirate ones, but then I had some like Ice Planets and some Subnautica or some like Aqua ones, and they were awesome. And one day, I think I was at school or I was staying at a friend's. My mom decided to clean up my room or do something. She took all my Legos and put it into a plastic bin. Now, mind you, I don't care. Cool. You put them on the plastic bin, whatever. But the bin she used was a bin that stored garlic. And that garlic was already, that smell absorbed into the bucket plastic. And now all my Legos at that moment smelled like garlic. And I never messed with Legos ever since. Because every time you pop it open, it just reeked of garlic. And it just sucks. So I can imagine that pooping and getting poop on your figures, it would do the same. So, and look at that. Nate's crawling up the ladder too. He's almost at 2,600. You'll get there, bro. Just keep grinding. Just don't give up, man. Have fun with it. That's the biggest thing. You got to have fun with it, because honestly, if you're looking at the numbers, you're going to drive yourself crazy. Just have fun with it. You'll naturally grow. If not, whatever, you're still just having fun with it. And we got Junkian Crafts and Builds. I'm thinking it's Junkian. I hopefully got the front right. And they're working for 500. Good. Yeah, man. We're a community. Let's all grow together. There's plenty of us out there. There's plenty of people that love watching toy reviews, just anything about the hobby. Let's support one another. Let's grow together. There's billions of people out there in the world. They can all watch our stuff together. So, Junk Ion. Okay, Junk Ion. So first item I already opened, was messing around with it, but my boy RG always follows through because he is the clearance finding monster. I was gonna say master, but in this case, for what he got, it's a monster. So he ended up finding me the Dungeons and Dragons gelatinous cube, and look at that price point right there. $7. $7 hairs for this piece that I think is still on Big Bad Toy Store for like 40 something dollars. Don't know if you guys are into Dungeons and Dragons or into some weird mythical creatures or fantasy creatures. I got the beholder, which I love it, and was expecting the cube to be the same. And it's like a love-hate relationship because I did open it and put it together. And here we got the DVD storage case gelatinous cube. It's blue. I wonder why they just didn't do a green. But do you guys remember all the like DVDs that, like when you're ripping DVDs back in the day, or CDs that you could buy those thin like cases and they came in this color? That's pretty much what this stuff reminds me of. There's like a texture throughout, which you can sort of see, but you can't. It just like you just see blue. The items on here, some of them are okay, but there's some things like this coin bag right there. If I pry it off right here, so you can see where indent is, but look at that. Look how flat that thing is. This is probably one of the worst items that comes off. All the other stuff's pretty good. They actually made the potion. I thought it was flat, but it's actually rounded a little bit. So it's more like a flask. Book's good. Shield is this metal shield thing. Can't really hold it. That's all right. This skull's flat. But all the pieces come off. And the cool thing about it, I'm going to show you guys. You got a bunch of like stands in there, or like pegs right where my fingers are going, where you could put the feet in, and you got this little like flight stand. So let me see who I can grab quickly. I'm sure you guys don't want to sit here and watch me struggle. Oh, we got Duke. We'll use Duke. So you can pop up one shield so you can get a hole in there. And let's see. I'll try to pose up Duke nicely. You know, he's sort of just going to be suspended in that goo, the slime. So let's go ahead and do it. Put his arm out. There we go. That's like a good like stuck in slime position, I would say. Oh, and of course I put the wrong. Hang on, I got to bend the arm. The other arm should have been out straight. I should have looked. There we go. All right, so that looks pretty good. All right. Oh, what is it? What's going on here? Everybody's saying, "Hey, are you going to the Maryland Toy Expo in November?" Anyone else in the chat? I'm going to go up in November. I'm going to be doing Legions Con. I'm going with Art G, and I'll be at Legions Con. I'm going to have some stickers made and stuff like that. So anybody that's going to Legions Con, swing by. He'll give you some of the stickers to print out. Sort of, they're cool because they're all designed by me. They're real art. Okay, not some of this clip art stuff that some people do. Man, why is this piece of crap not closing? It's like you put a figure in here. Now you won't close the cube. There we go. Nope, still not good. All right. Keeps wanting to buckle up. There we go. All right, so after some struggling, you can put yourself a figure, and this actually looks really good. This is what, you know, I think takes it to the next level, but you can go a little bit further because you could go ahead and add like a green to it a little bit, you know, being around it, underneath it, just sort of casting that sort of hue around the figure that's caught into the, I don't know, just me thinking. I think it looks cool when you start adding figures to it. When it's by itself and it's just empty, yeah, it's crazy, but I think this is definitely worth at least $7 once you start playing around with it a little bit more. Retail, I don't think it's worth 40 something dollars though. What do you guys think? Would you buy a fancy clear cube full of weapons that you may not even use, you know? But wait, I'll be at Legions Con. Okay, yeah, dude. I got I'm gonna have my unboxing art like logo as a sticker. I might do my state of the art one where it's like my guy with the purple tux with the boob sweat and stuff like that. And I'm also going to be doing a special one that's like a Legion's Con exclusive type of sticker. It's my mascot, and of course, I always like to make my mascot fat and everything. So he's like wearing armor. He has like a turkey leg and stuff. Something cool that's strictly like if you see me at Legion's Con, you'll get it. And then I hope I might have extras afterwards, and then I'll divvy it amongst anybody that can't go, or make it something that you can win a sticker or something, the sticker set. So I'm going to do them in sets of 3. And yeah, Judd, it definitely looks a lot better with the figure inside. And it's like for that price point, I'm going to be like, if they're wanting $44 for that damn cube, all those accessories together wouldn't be enough. They should have added a figure in there, or like a skeleton figure or something. Like that's I don't know. I feel it's sort of like, I guess, people that did the was it the Loki, like the weird cube thing, but at least they got a figure with that. I think the Marvel stuff. The cannot think the Tesseract. There we go. Nate, I got you. I'll get you. I'll get you some of those stickers. I can't. I'm looking forward to the Walther the Mad 2-pack, that Legion's Con exclusive. Love my boys at the the Cabal and the Cosmic Cabal. All of them, really good people. So, but yeah, so that's awesome. So I'll be meeting Realm of Toys there. Anybody else that's going to be hitting up Legion's Con, I won't have as awesome a hair as Art G though. I mean, he's going to be in there, and it's going to be like when he enters the Legion's Con hall, it's just like slow mo, and it's like a one of those '80s movies. All right, so then we got the final box. We got ourselves. This is the Nate Symmons box. Now, I know 2 things that were supposed to be in here, but when I picked it up, it was heavy, and then I was looking at it, and I'm like, this thing's 4 pounds. I was talking to Judd earlier, and he was like, that's a lot of bubble wrap. I was like, 4 pounds of bubble wrap? That would be quite a bit. Yes, I hope to get both exclusive on both days. Oh, so Junkion, you're going too? Cool. So I'll meet both of you guys. Yeah, I'm gonna try to stick out a little bit. I'm probably gonna get like be like a custom unboxing art hockey jersey, like a goalie jersey made that has my logo on it. Just something that makes me stick out a little bit. But I am going to be there to help Art G, because Art G is going to be selling some pretty cool items. If you're not aware, and I might be, no, you know what? I'm just going to leave it at that. Art G is going to be selling some cool items, so make sure you guys check his table out. I'm not even going to spoil what he's going to have. But yeah, definitely swing by Art G's table. I'll be there. And also check out what he's going to be selling there. Stuff that can be used with all your figures, to be honest. So, all right, I'm opening this, Nate. What do we got? Dude, Judd was right. It's just a box full of bubble wrap right here. Oh. And Nate, actually, I try to do amazing work when it comes to my graphics, but I did I'm almost done with your logo. This is heavy. Whatever this is. All right, let's start with the first thing that was on top. I'm assuming these are in order that you wanted me to check out. Okay. They're comics. That's where a lot of the heft came from. Nate, you know how to rap for comics, that's for sure. Just trying to move some of this bubble wrap out of the way. Oh, it's like a bag within a. All right, it's a bag within a bag. All right, so let's see. So Nate sent me a plastic bag. No. All right. I feel like I need to have room to put this stuff. I move this cube. Move the cube. And see, when I was saying that, I was really like my brain, like this is how my brain works. When I said move the cube, my brain went to Cubing Gooding Jr. or whatever. Okay, so Judd might. I don't know what order I should be reading. I think he's. Oh, they're variants. Okay, we got Empress Death. We got Lady Death. And we got one I was about to be like, I got the same, but I see what this one's a little bit lewd, but we got ourselves another Lady Death. She's niptastic in there. This one's dope. Okay, so we got another Lady Death. The artwork is phenomenal. And if I'm not mistaken, this is definitely, a little homage to Katsuro Otomo's Kaneda and from the Kira anime manga, however you want to do it. That's pretty awesome. This is awesome. It has jewels in it. It's bejeweled. And then, but this is all, this is Judd and Nate's addiction. Both of them are coughing comic fanatics. So we got another Lady Death. So the whole theme is these comics are Lady Death comics, but he sent me a whole stack of these bad boys. And both Judd and Nate are big Lady Death fans. And now I get to dabble in this and understand where they're coming from. I just don't know what order to read these in. But then we get this cool one right here of like this geisha Lady Death, like hollow. This artwork is phenomenal. It's a hollow foil edition. So this is a cybernetic desecration #1. So this is the same as the one that looked like the Akira or Kaneda from Akira, but this is just a alternate cover. Actually, they all are the same. Are they all the same? You got some great covers. You have no idea. Okay, they're all the same. All right, so Nate said they're all the same issue. They're just variant covers. So what I should be doing is you're saying I should don't read any of them, leave them in the bags. Okay. All right, so I shouldn't just drop them or anything. But no, these are sweet, man. I'll frame those. Get some comic frames for the books and put them on the wall. So we got that. What else we got in this? What Nate? When was this something that you had prior before your purge? This is pretty solid. It's got the lines on it, but I can always paint it and make it look good. But it looks pretty good. All right, I'm doing a test right now before I show it. I think it is the same as other people, so you guys don't get to see it yet. Hang on. Some of this stuff. It's like, oh, I just spilled stuff all over those comics. Let's just use this one right here. This requires a figure because I want to at least set it up with a figure on it to have that presence. It's not the right figure that I would want to have on this, but you know. Okay, this was not bad, but I'll do it up close, sort of like slow pan up to you guys. I actually have a Cobra throne. A Cobra throne that I get to paint. So I have a podium that I need to paint that Cox Create made. So I got to paint this bad boy. And so now I got a throne for Cobra Commander and have all his troopers around it. Damn. That is pretty dope, dude. I was not expecting that, and it is heavy, even for being 3D printed. But damn. I dig it. I dig it, dude. This is awesome. Let me see if I can put a. See what Copperhead looks on this bad boy. He's a bigger figure, even though he wouldn't be sitting on it because he'll be on my Fortnite boat. Yeah, the only thing when you're dealing with like the bigger guys in it, the elbows. It's definitely not an elbow resting type of throne. So he better have his hands in front or doing something. But this is dope. I like it. I like it. Look at that. And look at that. I didn't even plan this. Didn't even plan it. Thank you, Nate. Thank you. And then we got the last part of it. I do believe this is FDM because it has like the little. Here, we'll try to bring it in closer. You can see it's not focusing as much, but you can see the lines in it a little bit. And then you can sort of see the back. So whoever made it a lot better than some of the other ones I've seen out there because a lot of the other ones were just so like print lined heavy. And then we got this little sack, a sack of goodies. Bubble wrap noise. Gotta love it. Wait a second. Okay. Nate, you're a butt. You're a butt, dude. I knew I was getting 2 of these. But unfortunately, Nate had to say goodbye to his G.I. Joe Classified Series figures, which breaks my heart a little bit because the fact that like I hate seeing people that have to, leave a, collecting something. But in the same breath, I'm looking at doing the same, not for Joe's. Geez, no. If I ever said I was quitting Joe's, then there's a problem with me. You need to call help, okay? But really the biggest thing is like we collect so much. Like look at all this crap behind me. Like it's not crap. I mean it's my collection stuff I collect over the years. But it's like when you collect everything, it's hard to make it look as nice as you would want. But when you see somebody that collects maybe like purely Thundercats or He-Man or something specific, it's just like you see their collection and it's just everything and it's strictly like what they collect. So I'm trying to sort of narrow down my collection as well to be more specific of things that I like. I don't need to hey, that's cool. I need to buy it. Or, if it doesn't make sense, I don't need to really get it. It's that I gotta have it, I need it type of mentality. If it makes sense for my collection, yes, but I don't need to be buying everything. I learned my lesson with Legends because I was buying wave after wave, completing build a figure, completing build a figure, and not even knowing half the characters or giving a crap about half the figures. I'm just like, ooh, I had to get this build a figure. I had to build it up. I had to review it because that's what everybody's doing and everybody's liking it, and I'm liking it. I think I like it, and that's how you just start buying crap you don't care about. And like Nate's saying, more money for Lady Death, original art, in Transformers. He's always been a Transformers fan. That's been his pride of joy, just like G.I. Joe's my pride of joy. So I would sacrifice everything else and keep Joe's, technically. So, if I had to get rid of everything, Joe's would be something that would stay. And Judd he says he's trying to help me focus on it, and he is. He's keeping me on track. Like certain things I'll be like, dude, I'm looking at it, and he's like, bro, really? Like you need to be doing this, you need to be doing that. And he's been keeping me on track. And sometimes I bust his balls back, but it's just good to have collecting friends that sort of like, dude, you really need this. Where is it going to fit? Like allow your friends to challenge you when you go to waste money on stuff because collecting figures and everything, it's becoming more and more expensive. So it's like, especially if you're getting into imports and stuff, like I had to find, like, I almost rebought the SH Figure Arts Jiraiya figure because they added some lines underneath the eyes and a new face plate. But it was the same figure I already had, just different color plastic. I almost spent over $100 on the figure that I already had, and I was just like, no, I don't need it. I had to cancel my Hawkeye on this, like his little bike, which I sort of regret a little bit because I still feel like I need a Hawkeye for my Avengers team. Because I have the one that has like the cybernetic arm and he sticks out like a sore thumb. So I sort of regret that cancel, but I was canceling it and looking at it as for that cost, it's a trouble bubble. I didn't get the PowerCon exclusive Swarm figure because I was like, oh, that's sort of a trouble bubble. It's like I got to find balance, you know. And yeah, I'm at my limit with Legends. I was starting with just one or two, then it's stuff for fodder. Yeah, fodder stuff that's cool, but like if you're gonna be getting the stuff for the fodder, you want to make sure that you go ahead and get stuff that is on clearance or those Ollie finds. Like people are finding like Crimson Guards at Ollie's. I'm like, man, I was like, if I could find 5 more Crimson Guards at that $5 price point, I'll be happy. But yeah, like people are finding those Ollie deals. Um, and then what else? Did I drop them? I think I did drop my mouse. Maybe I did. Maybe it's nope. It's underneath, so I'm blocking some stuff that I can't read. Ugh. Yeah, I think I'm going to phase out my masterpiece Transformers. Every collector needs at least one friend that isn't an enabler, right? I'm having more fun with action figures more. I may need your service to go. No. There you go, Judd. Judd, everybody has to hire you. I buy what I enjoy. Horror is always huge for me, so that's why I love what NECA does for horror today. Yeah, Nate, I was tempted today, like with my horror collection, I was like, I try to have like at least one of each of the horror type of figures. And I saw the Jungle Predator and the Big Chap, and I was like, I don't have a Predator or an Alien on my shelf for the horror, and I'm like, I couldn't pull the trigger, but I did see them, and I think those are the next ones for my horror shelf. But you're also a big movie collector like I am too, but you go with those like crazy editions that are just phenomenal. Like they just blow my mind with like the extras and stuff that you get. Rumble Toys, same here, bro. It's slippery slope. I'm learning it's okay to miss out on some stuff. Yes, it is. It definitely is. Like there were so many times where I was like, I gotta have it, but then you see down the road prime sale or whatever sale, and the stuff's on clearance, and you're like, damn, I paid full price for that. Like I'm a big Toxie like Trauma fan, and I ended up getting 2 of the Toxic Crusader figures from Super 7 that couldn't his bicep swivel couldn't support the weight of his mop. And I was like, all right, you fooled me twice, I'm good. And then I saw that they had Entertainment Earth had it like super clearance. It was like less than $16, I think, for the one that was like glow in the dark and heat reactive and all that crazy stuff. I'm like, yeah, I need a third Toxic because there's not something that you get that often. There's not many times that we get a Toxic Avenger, Crusader, or anything like that. And if I would have paid full retail and saw that thing drop down to $16, like I would have been pissed. $56, and then you're like, oh man, that was $40 difference. Like it's crazy. And yes, Junkian hit up Nate because he can fill up some holes with his in his collection if you're trying to purge some of your Transformers. Should I charge one fig per service? That's not a bad idea, Judd. You can help with you know, he can be the one that slaps you and tells you no. I have Mezco Alien and Predator, way better than NECA ones. Yeah, yeah, they are. Yeah, I have some Mezcos, but darn those prices after a while as he waits for his Mystic Legions. Oh, the man, everybody's waiting for some Mythic Legions. It's urge to buy when you have you start YouTube channels. Yeah, I mean, it was like when I first started, I was like Marvel Legends. That's what everybody's doing. Let me start buying it. Let me review it. And then I'm just like I'm getting burnt out. It wasn't making me happy with what I was collecting. So I was just like, you know what? Let me just start doing this the way I want to do it. And Mezcos are hard to say no. I have packed up a lot of them so far, but I still have a group up there. You know, it's like I'm like keep telling Judd, I'm like, man, I'm done with Mezco. They're pricey. I'm good. Then they're like, here's GI Joe. I'm like, yes, please. Here's a big ass mech with the Gomez in it. Yes, please, because I can use the little lightsaber because it's ginormous or whatever that the mech uses. It's just again one of those things. It's like it's a 1/12 scale mech. That I gotta find out where to place it because it's not here because all this stuff is being packed up because I'm gonna be moving eventually. Just gotta figure out once everything's packed which direction I'm gonna go in the country. Either I'm gonna go up, or I'm gonna go left, or I'm gonna go who knows. Um, but the main thing is too is just work within your budget and yeah, just collect what you enjoy. And speaking of, we go we go into things that Nate sent me. I do have one official Crimson Bat, and I was like, I don't want Crimson and this and that, but then once people start changing stuff around, changing pieces, and you start wondering like, why I didn't pick one up because I don't need a Crimson Viper. I won't have a Crimson Viper. I won't have any Python Patrol stuff. If they're gifts, that's different, but I didn't really want a Crimson Viper or Crimson Bat. And this is just a quick little example until people started doing that with the Arctic Bat alternate head. When they started putting that head on there, I'm like, that looks pretty damn good. So it's gonna be awesome to play around with a Crimson Bat, maybe swap out the web gear, all that stuff. Just really sort of have fun with this Crimson Bat. And then I only needed one, but he sent me two, so now I got even amounts of Red Ninjas. So I got the good old classic Red Ninja that everybody's like, it ain't my Red Ninja. It doesn't look like a ninja. But I think these dudes look awesome. I like their armor. And then I picked up those Ollie's Marvel Legends hand ninjas that I can use for like the basics. So I have like 5 of those that I can set up in the front of these guys because I feel like these guys would be more elite compared to ones just wearing the normal ninja pajamas. So one of the ninjas is crippled. What do you mean? Oh, it is. And that's fine. I'm sure there's somebody out there either can make it's either I'm gluing it in place, or there's somebody that knows how to put like a screw or something into this foot to make it usable again. I don't even know if that's even possible because that is a thin little piece that's wrapped around. But I don't know. Thanks, Junkian. But yeah, anybody watching, if you know how to repair, if not, I'm just gluing it in place. Which maybe if enough glue, yeah, I don't know. Either way, I will figure out how to repair and heal the crippled ninja, Nate. And yeah, if I can't fix it, then I will definitely. I could use this fodder. I could use them all sliced up, mix up, make it have some organs coming out just as like a dead ninja. But dude, that was a heck of a box. That was a heck of a box, man. I'll make sure to put those comics back in this clear bag and put it someplace safe, or else Judd's gonna beat me up. But with the artwork that's on these comics, man, I really feel like these could go into frames. They're pretty freaking spectacular looking. And Nate, how much how you go all in for the coffin comic stuff like Judd does, right? Like you go like all in with their Kickstarters, right? How often do you get like doubles and stuff? Wait, what? I'll beat you up too. What? What is he talking about? What is going on, Nate? You know what I mean, Judd. You love Lady Death, and like you've gotten my interest in the Lady Death as well, just because like you collect the figures, the comics. Um, oh, oh, he'll beat me up too if I damage the books. No, they're going back in. They're gonna go back and they're gonna get bubble wrapped back up. But these are awesome, awesome, and I appreciate the artwork that's on these pieces. Yeah, I'll put them back in the bag right now. Also, I drop them. Buy one of the highest tiers every time, but luckily it's only 4 through 6 a year with coffin. And so do you guys end up like with the Lady Death stuff when you guys go all in? Do you get like one that you guys read or open up, and then the rest you pretty much keep as a keep them all minty, right? Is there always a reader version? Oh, thank you. They had a little damage to them. They weren't good enough for me, so you got my damaged comics. Dark Tears. Oh no, you get a digital copy to read. Okay. And then yeah, I read the premiere edition every time. Okay. All right. Well, that's uh that's awesome. So I will not get my oily hands on those. They will be are they okay? Will it be okay if when I get into my new place that I frame those and put them on the wall? Does that get the stamp of approval from you Lady Death fans? Because I'll probably put them with those other ones you sent me, Nate. So that'd be a cool little like Lady Death wall. And then Judd will bust me and be like, "You need to go read them right now. You need to read Lady Death, not those ones. Don't touch them, but read Lady Death." No, man, I could find a way to read them without touching those ones. I don't. I'm like OCD, like with even with my trade paperbacks and stuff like that with the hardcovers. Like I don't even open them all the way. Like I just open them slightly enough to where I can see the pages and enjoy the read. But I'm very OCD about creases and breakage and all that type of stuff. So that's sort of how I am. I like treat everything I have like gold, like my video games, my movies, all that stuff. Like when I had games and friends wanted to borrow them, like I would always like, you see this bottom, you see the bottom, there's no scratches. And then I'll like, this is how you handle it. And I put it in the case and do all this. I'm like, here you go. If I get it back, the case is broken, you got any scratches, you're just buying me a new one. So that's just sort of the rule of thumb. It's like you treat the stuff like gold, because it's money that we spend. And I like my stuff to be taken care of. But look at that. Nate's like, I'll send you the digital ones. He's like, I'll read my premieres. You can read the digital. And then whenever I get busted up Lady Death ones that don't meet my standard, they'll just go to your Lady Death pile. But I'm into I like the idea of going for some original art, Nate. I think I really like that idea. Just to find something that's like only thing I have that's like original art piece from an artist or anything like I mean, I got some like signatures and sketches like from like I have Kevin Eastman, but the only thing that I can say that's like my claim to fame for when it comes to that is like I got a Eric Larson Savage Dragon sketch that he sketched out and penciled, and I think he did some ink to it a little bit, but he drew it all up on a actual comic board. He was at Detroit Comic Con. This is years and years and years ago when I was in college. Me and a bunch of people from the college, we got a table and we all we would be selling prints and stuff like that. And then we were able to walk around, and there was Eric Larson just sketching, drawing away. People were having to draw Spider-Man and all that stuff. And I was like, I want you to draw Savage Dragon because that's your character. And if you ever watch Eric Larson draw, like I thought for real, the way he drew, like I thought his hand might have been messed up a little bit. His hand's fine. He just draws where he like curls his hand in and he draws like this. And watching him do that, I was just like, that's crazy. Mind blown. But yeah, I have original Eric Larson piece. And then of course, like one of those comics you can have like somebody draw, and I had Kevin Eastman do one of those, and he just did his little turtle mock-up. But nothing too crazy that's like I have a original GI Joe art print or anything like that, or original like comic board from an issue of something. I know Kevin Eastman sells a lot of his through his website, but that stuff gets so expensive, as it should be because it's original art. But that pretty much sums up my little mail haul, everybody. I do thank you guys for tuning in at the last minute. Thank you, Nate Symmons, for the box of goodies. And that was a heck of a box of goodies. Thank you, RG, for always looking out in the clearance section for stuff that I may like. And then, picking it up when I'm like, I need it. Go grab it. Go turn your ass around. Go grab it. I do appreciate you guys looking out. That's how the community really is. Like, if you're talking with people, you're talking with the community, talking to your fellow collector friends, you build that relationship. You just be like, hey, man, if you go buy this, let me know if you see it, pick it up for me. I'll PayPal you, pay for shipping. It's just like little things like that. We look out for one another. And that's really what the collecting community is about. Like, none of my friends or anybody that I talk to or mention that I get stuff from, nobody's scalping. We ain't charging eBay prices and stuff like that to one another, because that would just be ridiculous. Like, Nate sent me this box, and then I got a box of like Transformers I'm just sending him. So it's like we just do that stuff, just being over time. The kindness of your heart. You like think of like, hey man, I got this. I'm not really into it anymore, but I know somebody that would appreciate it. So, but that's the biggest thing. And always, like I tell you with all my videos, and also for anybody that's watching this late, tomorrow, state of the art, going over action figure news, stuff that's coming out. But we're going to go over the details on the giveaway, go over the prizes that we're going to be giving away, and all those fun things. So make sure that you guys check it out tomorrow. Anybody that wants to win a figure, because we're going to have a couple winners, and we'll go over the details. After tomorrow, you basically have a week to do what you have to do to enter. And then the following state of the art, we will do the drawing at the end of the stream. So make sure you guys are tuning into that. And I want to tell you guys, I want you guys to have the best luck hunting. Keep on collecting. Have a beautiful day. You guys have a good night.